Alright guys, as the saying goes, there's no time like the present. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you all in this section here. I'm going to give you a 4K resolution of the area that we talked about, which runs from the Animal Flower Cave around the Cluffs Bay. We're not going to go right around. I'm just going to take you to the point and let you see what the cliffs and everything out here look like in 4K resolution, and let you enjoy some of the beauty and see why I'm trying to encourage you to walk onto this section and not just stay by the Animal Flower Cave. Of course, you're going to have to park there. The only way to access where we currently are is through their property. And remember what we'd said before about please don't bring your coolers and your baskets, picnic baskets. You know, come if you are bringing them, leave them in the car and come here and savor some of their beautiful rum punches and fruit punches, and also enjoy some of their delicious food from their restaurant or from their grill bar, depending on which is open on the day that you come. But I'm going to do this just like a live video because I want you to see, feel as you would on a morning, just exactly what I'm experiencing as well as I'm going across here. And I'm going to bring this beauty to you, and hopefully you will enjoy this here and feel the serenity and the peace as though you're actually doing the live with me this morning. Yes, I know many of you are probably saying, well, Nicholas, you just want an excuse to talk. Well, you're right. I'd be a liar if I told you different. But have a look at this beautiful, beautiful cliff area. Stunning, a little bit of glare and stuff. Can't really see it too well, but you can see a little bit of light sea spray just hovering down in here. Winds are dead calm. A little bit of a swell, just a very small swell that's coming through. But the scenery is just breathtaking. The blues today are what you gotta call heavenly blues. And this area, quiet and peaceful. A couple of little grass canaries around. Absolutely beautiful out here. You will see all the lower ledges here as well. You will see fishing poles, or at least the PVC tubing that holds the fish poles in place. So you can see people actually go down onto the lower elevation and hang out down there. At this time of the year when the sun is a little bit more out of the south section, as you come into the winter months and stuff where it gets more southerly, all these cliffs here will be sheltered with a lovely shadow later on. So anyone that will be fishing out here in the afternoon time will be out of the sun's rays and stuff if they're in that lower elevation. But have a look at how beautiful up here is. Under where we are, there are a lot of caves and stuff as well. So you could see one that's beginning there. We'll show you a little bit more because we're not stopping this. We're going to give you a full 4K today. Don't mind, you're going to be seeing you know who coming into focus once in a while. I'm going to ignore him after this comment. If you all want to talk about him, well, you all could do so. It's not a live video, so you don't have to see your comments. You're talking to yourself, so it's sort of like a win-win for me today. Very rough going out here. You do not want to come out here unless you have on some good shoes. If you have on some 2x2s that are relatively good and strong, that's fine. I would most definitely recommend mid-cut hikers, so that if you do step in any areas here and you do per se slip into a hole in the coral, because all on the grass here, as you can appreciate, is a similar terrain to this that you would not see. So when you're walking, it is a possibility of your foot slipping off into a hole and stuff. And with the mid-cuts, you have some ankle protection. I like them for the stability, but I definitely recommend hikers. If you have hikers, if you don't have hikers and you're on the island and you're watching this video, you can do this here in 2x2s. Most definitely don't come over here in slippers. I know people can do it in slippers, but I wouldn't encourage that. You will get tripped up. You would definitely endanger yourself. You want to be able to walk around freely out here without the concerns too much of where you're actually stepping on a sharp coral and stuff. The hikers will protect you from that for sure. It's a beautiful, beautiful area in the parish of St. Lucie. We're right on the northern tip itself. Animal Flower Cave is just behind us. We were up there a little earlier on. Can't really see it too much here because of the intense sunshine, but it's a beautiful day. And I want you to see what everything looks like. Now I'm going to keep quiet for a minute, let you listen to the crickets and stuff in the grass, and also a few grass canaries, and then I'll come back to you. I opted to do the 4K today because I actually came over here after speaking to you all, and I did a little FaceTime my angel. I also sent a little video to my sister who lives in Florida, who is longing to come back home. Let's just put it that way. Her heart is in Barbados. She's lived most of her life in Florida now, but home is Barbados to her. Every Independence Day she gets out her bicycle, puts on her Barbados broken trident on it, the big flag, and she rides all over Florida, representing Barbados as always. When she talks about home, she always refers to home as Barbados because that's where her heart is. This is where she was born and raised. Not that she doesn't love where she lives, however, you have your home, you know, this is her home for her. You can see all the beautiful coral formations here. You can see the weathering on the rocks itself. You can see where the water splashes up to regularly. You can see where there's some growth of moss in the lower cliff area. You can also see that fissure over there. We're going to go close to that. You can see what it looks like. There's sort of a big blowhole in that general area. We're going to walk a little further on the cliff. This may be a little long-winded, but I have a good breath right now and I'm feeling pretty good. And I'm enjoying hopping, skipping and jumping across these rocks. They said before, don't come out here playing football with these rocks because these do not move. These are part of Barbados. You will regret if you kick one of these, so please be careful of where you're walking. Be very conscious of how you're walking across this cliff area. As you would also see, there are going to be, in a few moments, a lot of little blowholes around. So probably better if you stay on the track itself. I'm going to venture off the track a little bit to bring you the little extreme areas that you wouldn't see if we were walking on this track. But there is a regular foot trap that goes across here. You can see it in the grass now. In dry conditions, when there's no grass, you will still see it as well because it's a well-traveled route all the fishermen use this here to get from point A to point B. And residents in the general area that want to come out here and enjoy some of this beautiful nature. Cows, sheep, lovely. And you can hear the grass canaries. Again, I'm going to keep quiet for a few seconds, let you listen to the sea, let you listen to your surroundings. It's not that I don't have breath and I can't talk because I wouldn't stop, but I want you to enjoy it all. So here we go. Now this video will not be up. This today is the, hey, can't remember. I think it's the 2nd of September, yeah. I can't remember. Forgive me when you're a beach bum and you're retired. The days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sort of like play a role because there's some days are off, some days are on days, some days there are docile Saturday beach days and stuff. So I remember them, but the actual dates sometimes I don't remember so well, unless it's around a very important occasion for me. It's beautiful. We are staying a little bit away from the edge of the cliff. As I said, it's just because of it's a long trek. I want to take you to the other point. You could look up into an area that you probably would have never seen, or most of you have never seen. I just want you to see the beauty that is beyond here. I did talk about it this morning in the vlog, about what this coastline offers beyond the Animal Flora Cave, and how I would encourage you to do the walk. I want to show you why I was saying that. You know, remember, what you're seeing here, what you're sensing, could be wonderful because I spoke to so many people over time who've been able to forge their memories with their visions and feel and smell everything that surrounds us. But what you're seeing here, trust me, it is magnified immensely if you come and do this for yourself. It is beastly hot. It is now 7:18. I started off, well, we were in this area this morning at 5:45. It's now 7:18 and I can already feel the intense sun on my back. You know, so if you are coming out here and you're not doing it early in the morning, even if you're doing it early in the morning, I would shield up. Buy a nice rash guard before you come to Barbados, long sleeve rash guard, not a short sleeve rash guard because you don't want to protect your upper body and let the lower body get burnt off. But a rash guard, and if it's long sleeve, then it won't ruin your beautiful tan that you may be acquiring otherwise. You want to get your hands a little bit darker, and you could tan in that area quickly. But rash guard for sure. I would wear a sombrero if you can, depending on the wind conditions, because out here it gets very, very intense winds sometimes. So if you have a sombrero, it may blow away. But definitely a peak cap. I have mine with me. I'm not putting it on right now. It's still fairly early. And I'm trying to get a little tan on my white head after my removal of my huge afro. This is beautiful Barbados. Not that all of it is not, because the 166 square miles are beautiful. But this kind of terrain here is something that you probably would not experience. And if you have not experienced it, my encouragement for you to come and try this kind of stuff please, you know, if you have family members who are not too sturdy underfoot at the moment, or have challenges with walking or any difficulties, just come and park at the Animal Flower Cave. It's full wheelchair accessible into the bar and restaurant. You can come in there, you can enjoy, let them sit there and enjoy the beautiful surroundings. Trust me, sitting in the Animal Flower Cave, you will feel a peace and serenity and see beauty that you would not even imagine possible. You will get carried away with your visions. So if they're there sitting, you can always come and do your walk through here and then go back and show them the photos and the videos that you've taken, so they too themselves can enjoy this area even if they can't make the walk. So these are the types of areas that would have blowholes. You can see here, this is not a blowhole itself, but this is a good piece of the cliff that's being carved out due to all the years of erosion. You can see the type of cliff that's made up here. It's not a very solid matter. The pieces of coral stone, as you'll see all around here, they're just like molded together, but not intensely strong as a full solid coral. You can also see the overhangs on this section here. Why we like to tell you, please do not go and step out on the edge to take a picture, because as you can clearly see, that is not coral, solid coral, all of it. Some is, but not all of it. So you go out there, there's a likelihood that a piece could easily break off with you. We don't want any accidents out here, okay? So please exercise caution. Now I've decided now from now on, our 4K videos are going to be done like live videos. I'm going to talk in them. Yes, of course, it's an excuse to talk. And I haven't talked enough this morning. I think we only had like 50 minutes of vlog. I could go maybe 4 or 5 hours without stopping. I mean, just to take a breath in between or sip a drink. But no, I actually just like to do it because you're with me when I do this. I'm talking to someone. I know already that God lives with me all the time, 24/7. I am never alone. However, when I walk and I talk, I can bring Barbados to you with the passion and the thrills that I experience myself while taking a walk. And I think that is really important because it brings something about Barbados that's different to the normal promotional videos that you will see. It brings a person who feels as though they're a part, an element of this earth. It brings what their feelings are like and what they're experiencing, which I think is for me is a great thing, you know. Maybe I just like to hear myself talk. Not maybe, I do, but don't mind that. All right, there are some blowholes along here. You can see the sections here, big rifts in our fissures all along the section. When out here is very big swell conditions. These intersections, water will make their way up and spray straight up through them. They are spectacular to watch them. This is one here for sure. You can see what it's like. You can hear, you see through here. You can actually see the light that's coming in. So the sea will make its way all back here. Now we're good, maybe 50 feet from the edge. But we are we saw this morning in our live vlog. The sea erodes right through in the weaker matter and forms these huge blowholes. Now this is so big and so far back that it would take quite a bit of power to get up here. But when these swells are big and they hit these cliffs, this will shoot 50, 60 feet in the air comfortably. Absolutely spectacular to be down here to watch that happening. Please, if you're down here and there's swells, stay way back from the cliff. Don't thrill seek. And just because you get there and it looks as though nothing is happening, don't go and run up the cliff. Watch a set or two that come through if it's big surf. Don't just run straight out to the point. Watch it for a few minutes time and take it in and absorb it. Now we saw the point here from where we were earlier on in our live vlog, and where we started off from, I pointed it out to you. However, we're going to make our way around here and show you this other section, because I want to encourage you to not just stay in one spot in Barbados. Don't just drive around the island. I've heard people say, man, I went over to Bats Rock, then I went to Animal Flower Cave, then I went over to Bashaba, then I went to Shark Hole, and I went round by Culpeper Island and Ragged Point in one day. No, that's all right. If you only have that time, that's understandable. You've done more than a lot of people. However, if you really want to experience Barbados, break it down. I recommend doing the west coast. If you're living in the west, or if you're in the south, doing the west coast, coming up, stop in through Moontown, take a little walk in the beach here, buy something from the food there, buy something from the bakery in Spikestown, then make your way up on to the Animal Flower Cave. After the Animal Flower Cave, you have Little Bay, you have Cove Bay, you have some amazing scenery along that section. You then have Cherry Tree Hill, Nicholas Abbey, all in this area. So do a northern tour Then do an eastern tour, which I would say will comprise of Calwash, Bashaba, Martins Bay, Concept Bay, and then maybe around to Raggy Point and come in and then do a south and southeastern side. The island is much better when it's done like that. If you stay in your car, you don't get to see stuff like this, that's for sure. You will see things that will be beautiful to you. Yes, of course you're going to see beautiful Barbados, but you're going to miss out on ledges and cliffs and absolute natural beauty like this area that you're seeing now. This you will not see anywhere else on the island but right here. And when I get you to this corner, you will understand why I'm enticing you. I don't know if enticing is the right word, but I can still say it, enticing you to come to this side of the island. I would rather say encouraging you or trying to persuade you. And that's what I would like to do for you to see this. Now this is spectacular. Today is the perfect day for this. Yes, I know it gets cameras. Andrew from Animal Floor Cave told us earlier on, but it doesn't really get much more better than this. The only thing will be a little bit camera. But as you can see, we have all these areas here where the fishermen will make their way in the lower elevations. All the fishing pools are all here, and they will sit here for the day and just fish, catching some fairly large fish. If you watch the fishermen out here, you will notice that the thickness of the nylon much stronger, because usually you get much bigger fish in this general area, so they'll have a lot stronger test line. But look at the kind of beautiful scenery that's around here. Now Cluffs Bay is just beyond out there. I would say it's about midway around, and then you will come into they have Archer's Bay, and then you can work your way around to Nord's Bay and stuff right around. So there's beautiful sections to be seen. Now this is the section I was telling you, if you're walking with someone or if you're going on it, bring someone with you. It's a little bit lonely out here, one. And two is the terrain is a little rough. You want, there's slidey areas, you have to work your way across the mud. Do not come out here when it's raining or when it's wet, because it is very dangerous on that section, on the casuarina trees and stuff, what we call the mile tree. But the scenery beyond here is just breathtaking. We're not going to go any further this morning, not because I'm tired, but I think I've given you enough to understand that you need to come to this section of Barbados to see this part of Barbados itself. When there's a big north swell, the swell breaks from these cliffs and works its way straight out into the ocean there. That's where it comes around from the east and goes into the west coast. If you're surfing duppies or maycocks, you will see the outer reefs out here breaking when there's a massive swell that prepares you for the incoming set. It is beautiful up here. So I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that this has been a little something extra for you. We're probably going to put this up on Sunday or one of our other off days, possibly Sunday. I don't like to sit on this kind of beauty too long, because you never know how long I'll be here for. But anyhow, I want to make sure I have something there for you for when we're not there, that you can see beautiful Barbados, whether it be in a picture form, whether it be in a cartoon strip, or whether it be in a 4K resolution, as we're saying now. This is a place that needs to be explored, not to be driven around. If you are coming to Barbados and you're sturdy and you're agile and you have a little time, put a couple of days aside. If you don't have a long time here, you're only here for 3 days or something, I mean, I always say that 10 days is the minimum for Barbados for sure. That's what I would recommend. And that 10 days you will only scratch the surface. But sometimes people can only get away for 3 days. So if you only have 3 days or whatever, put 1 day aside to do a little exploring. If you're a regular traveler to Barbados, put a day down for one section of the island. Don't try and do it all in 1 day, because yes, you can get around the coastline in 1 day, but you're not going to experience the culture, the people, or this kind of natural beauty. This is something that you need time to take in. We've been walking now for close to, I'd say, half an hour, and I've done it quickly. But if you were coming here and taking pictures, you'll be stopping all along here. I'm actually going to go back and take some photos behind me. That's why I'm not going to move any further, but I just want to let you know, Barbados is awaiting you. Barbados is not tired. I keep saying all the time, if someone tells you that Barbados is tired, it's because they are tired of looking. Because I can tell you what you're seeing now, I would say majority of you have never seen this section of the island. And there are pockets like this all over this island that you have not seen. I can guarantee you that. I can assure you of that. There are many Bajans that have never been out here, and they've lived all their life here, so you can understand. Explore a little bit. Enjoy the other parts of Barbados. Yes, all of our bars and our beaches and our party spots are all open, and they're great. But that's not Barbados. That's a part of Barbados. Try and explore some more, please. Have a great day, and greetings from the lovely lovely place that I call paradise, a slice of heaven on earth. And I hope this brought a little peace and serenity to you. And I hope this has encouraged you to come and explore a little bit more and see what this island has to offer. Because we have so much more than what all of the magazines and the tourism brochures show you. They only scratch the surface. They don't show you the real in-depth parts of Barbados. That's what the EMC does. So from the EMC, from myself, from all of our care team, from all of our Munch Kings, all of our Hall of Famers, each and every one of the EMC family members, we are greeting you from Barbados worldwide. Come to Barbados, come and meet us, come and spend some time with us, and come and see why we are the gem of what they call the Caribbean Sea. Geographically, we're not in the Caribbean Sea, but we're called the gem of the Caribbean, and you can understand why. Have a great day. Love you all. Greetings and all the best to you from Barbados. I'll swing you around now. Have a scenic view as we're leaving, just so you can enjoy the beauty and the serenity that makes up this island. And I'll see you all soon. Stay safe, be nice, be kind, enjoy life, and carry it full circle. Don't just accept love. Share it. You be the person that starts sharing it. Let someone else gather that. Let someone else then give you back in return. Remember, the power is in giving, not in receiving. Receiving is something that happens if it happens. Love you all. See you later.